Hello everyone. Today I want to talk to you about something really important. Have you ever feel in your life that you are carrying on your back something heavy, something really nasty, something that don't allow you to live and breathe with the freedom that you really need to do? Well, I'm gonna share with you something, and this is something that probably you had lived or you have passed in your life, because it's almost happened to all of us. We are very um, close, and we keep so many stuff in our life that we need to get rid of it, right? But we don't know how to do it. We don't know how to get rid of those feelings that make us feel like something is heavy, something is really heavy. If you have another word for that, just share with me, because today I want to give you some I want to share with you. I always just want to share with you. I don't want to give you advice. I love to hear your voice too. I would love to hear your story. This is the thing is about talking and share about what happened in our life. And this is the second episode about I Am a Human too. So the first one was talking about my daughter experience, the feeling that I had respect to her becoming an adult person, and then feeling about and fears about that she is like every human, growing up and want to go. So today is about how to get rid of negative emotion. Yeah, that's the word. How to get rid of negative emotion. Well, what if we resist to have some kind of feelings, but we naturally want to avoid them? And because that include, our feelings, we don't know for real how to do it. So what we try to do is push emotions away from our life, our moments, and that emotion is gonna stay there with us until we get rid of our heavy backpack. This is not belong to us. We born independent, but we make ourselves prisoner of something that is unnecessary. Most of the time, we make ourselves prisoner about another person. Yeah, right. We create dependency. Dependency are not good in any part of our life. We need to be free. We born to be free. And if we don't feel that way right now, then we need to reborn. Reborn. We need to get ourselves together, take every part of this all over the place, and concentrate to be something that we're born to be, because we have the right to do it. So it's important to know this, because something is not gonna happen until we get rid of this backpack, this heaviness in our back. They feel like something is holding you. It's not gonna go away until we get rid of this past. We need to get rid of this, okay? Sometimes it's just an emotion, something that mark, something that gets stick in our life, like heavy, some emotion that we carry on because it was impactant, very impactant. You can correct me, it doesn't matter. Just that's the word in Spanish, is probably better word in English, but that's what I want to say, because something impact our life on the past, and we keep it, the wounds open, and we need to close it. We need to do it, because until we do that, it's not possible to have nice feeling, nice moment on us. So please, let's find out what is the problem and what is holding you back, because we need to get rid of this. And in order to get rid of this, we need to first find out what exactly it is. It is a person, it is a feeling, it's something somebody said when you was a child, or somebody hurt you when you was a baby. Sometimes it's happened and we are still growing and becoming adult, and we are an adult, and we have this feeling that something is holding us back. We need to stop this. But first we need to identify what is the problem. What was the problem? Why we feel that? Why we have those feelings? Why we have those something that keep us, you know, on the break. So let's find out first. Let's think for a few minutes what exactly it is. If you have something, sometimes we have just to forgive us, you know, forgive yourself. When you forgive yourself, you have the opportunity to do so many stuff. You have the opportunity to feel, it's an amazing feeling, by the way, because the first thing that you need to be free for is your limit and your mind. The limitation sometimes is just in your head, but it's coming in your head because something happened that you don't know how to identify that. So what we're gonna do today is try to identify. And when we do this, then we're gonna notice that something is clicking. And when this click say yes, that's what happened. That is the feeling that I have for. And how am I gonna get rid of this? Well, let's think about it. Let's meditate for a moment. Let's think and say, does this really have this value to keep holding me back? Does this really have, is this really so strong? Should I allow that? Is they keeping me back? No! We should resist that, but we should identify that first. So if we already identified this, then we have the keys, because that keys is very important. So please think just for a moment and identify what is the really holding you back, because whatever it is, you can stop it. I can do it, and you too. So let's start identifying the problem. And I can assure you that nothing is that really big that can keep you back. So you have the key. You just need to identify them, and as soon as you do, you're gonna find the word. You're gonna find the door, the window. You're gonna find the gate to get rid of that feeling. Sometimes, you know, it is something that I want to do because it happened to me too. And I know it's very difficult. It's really difficult when you don't really know why you're acting in that way. Why? What happened? What is keeping you? What is keeping pushing you back? Why you don't make the progress that you want? Why? Well, most of us, as a human, we are very sensitive. We are very, 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 vulnerable. And sometimes when we find that we have those feelings that make us feel bad with us, with ourselves, and you don't know what is the exactly reason, you lost your self-esteem. And when you lose your self-esteem, you can lose absolutely everything you have. Everything. And that's what I want to talk to you today. And I want to say, look, you can do it. Because how I know you can do it? Because it's happened to me too. Because it's my own experience. Because it's something I really have lived in my life. And I'm not accepting for a long time. When I sense the same moment that I say, Talent, you have something. It's not anybody's pushing you back. Nobody had the power to destroy you. No one in the world has the power to control your life unless you accept that. So you need to be strong and you need to be aware. You need to talk to yourself and you need to say the right word. Yes, you need to say the right word. Talk to you and identify that problem, identify that ridiculous limitation that you have, and start right now finding out that way. When I was a child, when I was teenager, well, I was a child because I was having this around my 9, 10 years old and my 13, 14 years old. Is that happened to me? I was in middle school and I have a friend of mine who I love so much. I really love that person. And I believe and I'm sure at that moment that person loved me too. Because she showed me her love. She showed me her passion. She was a very passionate person and I believe she's still being the same person. But circumstance, stuff happened and that person become the opposite. A person become the opposite and I have to be removed for the place that I was because people around my aunt say, look, that girl is very clean, she's very sensitive, she's very, still being a child. And the people that she are close to, they are not bad people as somebody, a bad influence, but they can hurt that girl very hard. So my aunt, trying to protect me, She removed me from the city and bring me to the other city where I start my life. I started going to acting school. I went to a model school, and I was thinking at that time that something is still, you know when you close your eyes and you feel like it's something in the air, some perfume, some kind of fragrance create memory on your head. That's exactly what happened with me. I was closing my eyes and I was thinking always back to that place. I was always thinking back to that people. And made me sad. Made me feel sad because I was thinking what I did wrong that my best friend do this to me. And I'm sure you want to know what the person did to me. And it's not a really value, but I'm gonna share with you that it has value for me because I take my lesson and I grew up like a very, very strong bird since that. And since that happened, then I'm very, very careful with the people I share my life, my emotion, my everything. Well, that person was my best friend. And you know when you are becoming teenager and you had your first boyfriend? What that person was the step-sister of my boyfriend. And I was visiting the beach with them, and they sent me back away to buy something while they was cheating on me. She was cheating on me with my boyfriend, her step-brother. I heard in that for a long time, but not that long. I become very strong when I take this shit out of my head, out of my mind. How I did it? Well, one day in my acting class, we had to do an improvisation about some kind of feelings, and we have to use some sad story in our past. And for some reason, that just coming in my head and it passed so quick. I used that story and that story freed me. Because as soon as I take that shit out of my mind, out of my head, then that story becomes something really different. So what I want to say with this, or what I'm saying with this is, when you identify that problem and you take that shit out of your mind, out of your head, magical things start happening in your life. Because what are you doing when you find that it's an obstacle and you identify this problem? You don't avoid it. No. You find the right way to get out of that crap from your forward way, okay? That's what you do. You don't go back. You don't close your eyes. You don't say, no, I don't want to see that because that hurts me, because that really is something that's very... No. You open your eyes very big and you identify this obstacle which is really tiny, and you don't see it when you close your eyes. So you need to open your eyes very big and open your heart. And it's gonna hurt, but you're gonna cross and you're gonna pass that obstacle right, straight ahead, okay? And then you're gonna find out that you can do it, that you are free, that obstacle was just like a little insect, that you can get rid of this. There's not a monster. It's not a shadow anymore. So let's do this today. Identify your obstacle, identify what is holding you back, identify the problem, and when you do that and you free yourself of that limitation, then nobody is looking at that, nobody's seeing, you're just you. And you know you have it. You are not crazy. That problem is right there. Nobody gonna see it for you because nobody live that experience. Nobody have the same experience that you have. So you need to get rid of that situation. You need to identify the problem. You need to eliminate that limitation, that problem, and you need to keep moving because you can do it. That was my video, so thank you for listening, and please do this. Experience this for yourself and then tell me your experience. Tell me your feeling. Give me the result. Give me something. I want to share. I want to hear you the same way that I share my story with you. Besitos. And I see you in my next video.